Welcome. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I welcome you all to the Sattvic Toastmasters Club for another exciting meeting today. My name is Toastmaster Amarnath. I'll be the sergeant of arms for today's meeting. So at Sattvic Toastmaster, we try to inspire personal and professional growth, all while we embrace a holistic approach to living. So it is a wonderful to have you all here to explore this week theme, Ugadi, the Six Flavours of Life. This weekend brings many joyful and auspicious days. I wish you all Eid Mubarak, Happy Gudi Pada, and Happy Ugadi who are all celebrating these festivals. Before starting our meeting, I would like to mention 3 ground rules we follow in our Toastmasters meetings. At Toastmasters meeting, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics, so please refrain from discussing these topics. Please put yourself on mute if you are not speaking and encourage you to put on camera. Kindly turn off your video if you are stepping out of the meeting. Kindly rename yourself with role prefix to your name. If you are a guest, may I request you to put a guest in front of your name. As everybody in their life has a mission to achieve, the goals like our Toastmaster Club also have a mission. The mission of our Toastmaster Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, result in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I announce this meeting as open and hand it over the stage to our presiding officer today, Toastmaster Adilakshmi. Toastmaster Adilakshmi is a Toastmaster for more than 3 years, and she completed her bachelor's and pursuing for the MBA. With this, hand over stage to Toastmaster Adilakshmi. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Rama, for that. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests from whichever part of the world you're joining from. A very warm welcome. Another exciting meeting at Sattvic Toastmasters, and as the name suggests, it is all about healthy lifestyle, at the same time improving your communication skills. Skills that will benefit you a lot in your personal and professional life. Our motto is not about just health, but communication too. Sattvic Toastmasters is an online club where we will be focusing on leading Sattvic lifestyle, self-healing, research, and debate on day-to-day medicine, intercultural experience, where forcing members from different parts of the world, interpersonal communication, storytelling, and critical thinking that you will learn as a part of Sattvic Toastmasters Club. So now let's just see for some guests and let's have their introduction so that they can mingle well with us. We have guest Abhiram. Can you please unmute yourself and introduce and how you got to know about Sattvic?
Hello, good morning to the board members. Myself Abhiram, and I have just completed my 12th, and I came to know about this meeting or the organization by my family member. Hence, I have joined this so the Toastmaster club in order to improve my communication skills and to learn more. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhiram, for introducing yourself. And it shows your dedication just after joining, after completing 12th. I hope you'll be part of Toastmasters and you'll have a great journey and improved communication skills. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we actually have our area director, Kalyan Chaitanya. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, Adilakshmi. Hello, everyone. Happy Ugadi. Okay, so I was supposed to join the meeting earlier. Like a lot of times I've missed due to unavoidable situations. But the first thing that I really wanted to change from Ugadi, because Ugadi is considered as a new year, right? The first thing I did in the morning is joining this meeting because I used to have joined like earlier a lot of times, which I've missed. So my diary started with this meeting itself. because a lot of new things that I really want to implement. First one is attending this meeting. So I've joined today. I'm glad to be part of this community always.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kalyan. I hope you'll be able to change more things that you'd like to change. And this is a good start. Thank you starting with us. Now that we have completed guest introduction, I have an important announcement to make. Sattvic Toastmasters Club is going to celebrate April as Health Awareness Month. And we have 4 meetings in April month. And for each meeting, we'll be having a keynote speech by doctors who are specialized in their fields. So I hope every one of you will come and learn about more knowledge. And thank you. Now I'm going to hand over to our joke master, Toastmaster Manoj. Let's all start the meeting with a good laugh. Hand over to you, Toastmaster Manoj.
Hello, everybody. Happy Ugadi to each one of you. Can any one of you tell me, can a kangaroo jump higher than the Burj Khalifa?
No.
Yes, Deeksha, Amarnath, Abhiram,
No.
Deeksha.
Couldn't able to hear you, sir.
Can a kangaroo jump higher than the Burj Khalifa, the high-rise building in the world?
No, sir.
Deeksha. The answer is yes, because Burj Khalifa cannot jump. Now coming on to a joke. In the lighter side, the other day I walked into my boss's cabin and said, "Boss, the 4 prospective companies, they are to me, so I need a raise." Then we started haggling. I quoted about 20%. After haggling a lot, we came down to 5%. As I was coming out of the cabin with a smile on my lips, after getting a raise, the boss asked me, "Okay, Manoj, tell me, which are these 4 companies who are looking for you?" So I said, "Boss, by the way, it is the gas company, the electricity company, the cable company, and of course the credit card company." If the joke didn't sink in, I'll finish up with one more, then I'll hand it over back to you. Once a moral science teacher walks into a pet shop. She wanted to buy a parrot, talking parrot. The pet shop owner says, "Don't buy the parrot. It has a bad mouth." The moral science teacher says, "Don't worry, I'm good at making people disciplined." So she takes that parrot home, puts it, and the parrot utters, "You ugly monkey." The lady teacher, what she does, she takes the parrot, puts it inside the refrigerator for 20 seconds, brings it out. "Have you learned your lesson? You ugly donkey." This time what the teacher does, takes the parrot, puts it in the freezer for 30 seconds, then takes it out. This time the parrot says, "Yes, my pretty lady, but what did the chicken do?" The rest of chicken inside the freezer brought the parrot to be disciplined. So sometimes the cane can discipline people to do things. Thank you. With that, over to Toastmaster Adi.
Yes. Thank you for the jokes, Toastmaster Manoj. We had a great time. Now I want to hand it over to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Deeksha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adi. A very good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. This is Toastmaster Deeksha, your Toastmaster of the day for today. Can anyone remind me what's today's theme?
Ugadi, the
Ugadi.
Six Flavors of Life.
Yes, you are correct. The theme is about Ugadi. We all know that life never tastes same every day. We have different flavors in our life. Just like sweetness, bitterness, we have equal importance to the flavors like sourness and salty, tangy. We have different experiences in our life. Just like the idiom of the day, life is a mixed bag of emotions. And to the people who don't know what Ugadi is, let us keep it simple. Ugadi is a festival celebrated by the people living in Indian states, Karnataka, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh, with a special dish called Ugadi Pachadi, made up of 6 unique flavors: sweet, spicy, tangy, salty, sour, and bitter. Each flavor has its own importance. Ugadi is celebrated as the first day of the year. It is similar to New Year, but it is not New Year. So, just like Ugadi marks a new beginning, life itself is the mixture of different experiences and emotions. When I started researching about this particular theme, the 6 flavors of life, I have got to understand an interesting fact: how these 6 flavors are related to our Toastmasters meeting. Every Toastmasters meeting has 3 different segments. What are they? Prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluation segment. Coming to prepared speeches, each and every speaker shares their story of excitement, joy, success, which is related to the sweetness of life. And coming to table topics, every speaker embraces the challenge and get to learn new things from their question. They develop their impromptu speaking. And coming to evaluation segment, where we learn from our mistakes and failures. That's how our today's theme is related to our Toastmasters meeting. Let's dive into today's theme by discussing about one of the most important flavors of our life, that is the sweet. Can anyone share one of the sweetest moments of your life? It may be passing an examination without backlog, or getting a new girlfriend, or getting a promotion, anything. Can anyone share the most sweetest moment of your life? Anyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, you can.
So the sweetest moment for me is when I was in school. And so on when we were celebrating the national festivals like Republic Day and Independence Day, there was no holiday. We used to go to a school and used to celebrate the cultural programs and all these things. So after the cultural programs were over, we used to get sweet laddu. That was the sweetest moment. After waiting for 3, 4, 5 hours, getting that laddu was the sweetest memory I can recall right now. Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. That was truly relatable moment for all the kids who celebrate Republic Day and Independence Day in their schools. That was amazing. And anyone, any of the sweetest moments. It may be a silly moment or any, important moment of your life.
Okay, shall I go ahead?
Yeah, Toastmaster Vikram.
My sweetest, one of the sweetest moment is when I held my daughter for the first time when she was born. That
Wow.
moment is still there in my memories. I feel that is the most sweetest moment of my life.
That's truly nostalgic. Thanks for sharing. Anyone? Yeah, guest.
Yeah, apart from the daughter thing, even I have experienced it. The another sweetest moment that I want to share is I was talking to my cousin who is like writing 10th exams. So that actually those days, I'm not sure how many of you experienced. So after writing the exams, result will be published in a newspaper. like not internet days. So you have to go through the paper, entire paper to search your number. So I still remember a hall ticket number 1116035, my 10th class hall ticket number. So I was just going to the paper and I started from looking at third class. So third class, second class, first class. Third class, I couldn't find my number. And then I've checked for the second one. I couldn't find. Finally, I found in the first class because I passed in the first class. But that excitement was there. Still, I remember that moment searching for my number at the third class and go to second class and then first class. Then I found the number. And that too. So the paper, you have like 10 members around you who are checking for their numbers. So it's not like the internet, you enter your number, you get the result or fail. So you have to go through all the numbers, right? So, but the 10-15 minutes fight, struggle. But when I found my number in the first class, it was amazing experience. Still, I remember. And still, I remember the hall ticket number also.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you so much. I can really see the excitement in your eyes. I can really feel it. So, just like sweetest moments of our life, we have an important flavor that is exactly opposite to sweet, that is bitter. We all face failures in our lives. How many of you have faced failures in your lives? Can I get a quick raise of hands? Yes, even me. When I was giving my first Toastmaster speech, obviously it is an icebreaker speech, my hands were shaking, my voice was flat, and our counter just stopped counting my filler words usage and he started counting how many times I blinked my eyes. That was my situation. And after facing that thing, even today, I'm sitting in front of all of you and speaking. That's the power of failure. When we don't get failures in our life is boring. Without ups and downs, life is just flat. We can't eat sweets every day. We need something new. We crave for something new. That's how we get to learn from our failures. And in today's meeting, we have a person who will help us to learn from our mistakes and provide constructive feedback on every segment. So let me introduce the general evaluator for today, Toastmaster Vikram. Over to you, Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for that introduction. And yes, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Today, I will be the general evaluator. I am Vikram. And as a general evaluator, I will be evaluating everything that takes place during this meeting. And I'll not be doing that alone. I will take help of my tag team. So now I will be introducing my tag team. The tag team is nothing but the timer, our counter, and the grammarians who are part of this meeting. So first, let me call upon the timer of today. The timer for today is Toastmaster Amar. So Toastmaster Amar, over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Vikram. Today, greetings fellow Toastmasters again. As a timer, I'm going to time the table topics, formal speakers, and evaluation throughout the meeting. I'll alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green card, yellow card, and red card. So hope throughout the meeting, I'll raise my hand so that whoever is speaking, so they can see me on screen. For prepared speeches, we would time the speech 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I'll show green card. At 6 minutes, I'll show yellow card. At 7 minutes, I'll show red card. For evaluation, should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll show green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I'll show yellow card. At 3 minutes, I'll show red card. Similarly, for table topic, we have to limit this remarks within 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll show green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I'll show yellow card. At 2 minutes, I'll show red card. For all these speeches, we have 30 seconds buffer time. If you beyond the mentioned time, so that will be mentioned as disqualify for the round. Please be mindful on the time while you are speaking. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amar, for that introduction. And next, let me call upon the R counter. The R counter for today is Toastmaster. 1 minute.
It's Sarika.
Sir, it's me, Toastmaster Sarika.
Yes, please go ahead, Sarika.
Thank you. Ugadi, the festival of new beginnings, brings with it a unique tradition, the Ugadi Pachadi, a dish made of 6 distinct flavors, which is sweet, sour, salty, bittery, spicy, and tangy. Each flavor represents an emotion of our life. Just like these flavors shape our experience, our words shape our communication. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'm Toastmaster Sarika from Kai Toastmasters Club. However, when filler words like so, ha speak into our speech, they add an unnecessary bitterness to our messages. They delight clarity just like an unbalanced ingredient can spoil a dish. As an accounter, my role is today to keep track of your filler words, accounts, short pauses, and long pauses. Filler words are just like so, like, and what. And accounts like so, like. And long pauses, which is considered as more than 5 seconds. Short pauses, which is considered as more than 3 seconds. I'll be observing all your speeches and all your, everything. I'll be back with my report when the general evaluator calls me. Until then, balance all your speeches with less accounts and balance your life with more sweetness. Thank you, and over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction, Toastmaster Sarika. And next, let's go ahead with our grammarian, who is Toastmaster Nitin, to introduce his role.
Thank you, General Walter. First of all, happy Ugadi for everyone. Greetings of the day. I am Toastmaster Nitin, playing grammarian role for today's meeting. The grammarian role is to improve your grammar. For that, I am observing good usages and some good quotations, and also not so good usages. And also, I am giving the word of the day and idiom of the day. Just like without Ugadi Pachadi in our festival, it is not incomplete. In the same way, without word of the day and idiom of the day in our speeches, incomplete. It's not perfect. For that, please use word of the day and idiom of the day. For today's word of the day is revival. The spelling is Revival. I'm also putting this in chat box. The meaning is bringing something back to life or making it fresh again. The example of word usage is Ugadi is a revival of happiness and new beginnings. I repeat again, the word of the day is revival. Meaning is bringing something back to a life or making it fresh again. The word uses example is Ugadi is revival of happiness and new beginnings. And the idiom of the day is life is mixed bag. Life is mixed bag. The example of idiom uses is the meaning is life has both good and bad experience. The example of idiom usage is just like Ugadi Pachari has sweet, sauce, and bitter tastes. In the same way, life is mixed of happy and tough moments. I repeat again, the idiom of the day is life is mixed bag. I request everyone to use word of the day and idiom of the day in your speeches. And also, whenever speaker use word of the day, give thumbs up, give thumbs up and double thumbs up for idiom of the day. Before handing stage to General Welter, I challenge everyone to give another sentence of word of the day and idiom of the day. The stage is open for everyone. Can anyone? Just another sentence of word of the day and idiom of the day.
Realizing life to be a
Can anyone?
mixed bag of emotions. I undergo a revival each second of my existence.
That's perfect, Toastmaster Manoj. That thank you so much. Hey, can anyone and another Toastmaster Sarika? Do you want to try?
Yes, Toastmaster Nitin. Today, as a revival day for me to bringing new joy to my life by joining Sattvic Toastmasters meeting as a guest. And it's a mixture of it's a bag of emotions. Like I learned a lot of new things, which is learning knowledge by all our TMOD, master, general evaluator, etc. By this meeting, I revival myself with a new beginnings. Thank you and over to you.
Thank you so much, Sarika. That's wonderful. And with this, don't forget to use word of the day and idiom of the day to bring uniqueness into your speeches. Oh, back to General Welter.
That was really wonderful, the grammarian Toastmaster Nitin. You already made us realize the importance of this word of the day and the idiom of the day. And for me, Toastmaster itself is a platform to revive my communication skills, right? So I feel that that way, I think Toastmaster is a community where we all are going to revive our communication skills. With that note, I would also have two more people in my team who will be the speech evaluators. So they will be introduced just before the prepared speech section. So without further delay, I would like to hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Deeksha.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for introducing your tag team in such a nice way. Now, how many flavors we have discussed till now? Do anyone remember?
Yes, 2 flavors.
Yes, correct. On point. Everybody's in the meeting are attentive listeners. So we have another important flavor, that is a flavor of excitement and surprises. Any guesses? No? Okay. Let me tell you the flavor of soreness. We all might have prepared for our examinations when we are in school and college, but always did we get the same questions we have prepared before the exam? No. Most of the times we engineers prepare one night before the exam and we expect the same questions to come in the examination. I don't say it is wrong, but still we feel shocked and we might have get excited by looking the same questions in the examination. But every time we see something shocking and surprising in our lives, we get to learn something from it. We get to adapt new changes and learn from the soreness we have experienced. When life throws lemons towards you, we just don't simply try to take it. We add sugar, we add salt, sometimes we even add some spice to it. That's the power of soreness. And that's what exactly our prepared speeches or our prepared speakers do. They enhance their public speaking by coming or stepping out of their comfort zones. They accept the fact that life is a mixed bag of emotions. And with this, let me call upon, let me introduce speaker one for today, that is Toastmaster Purna Chand, who is currently studying his BTech third year in in the Pragati Engineering College and serving as Vice President membership for Pragati Toastmasters Club. He has strong passion for technology and enjoys staying updated with the latest advancements. In his free time, he loved browsing internet, reading manga, and exploring new technological innovations. But before our speaker one comes onto the stage, let me introduce his evaluator, Toastmaster Bandana, to explain her evaluation objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Bandana.
Thank you, the TMOD. So, good morning, everyone. I am evaluating for Toastmaster Purna Chandra, and he is going to give his presentation mastery pathway for level 3 and project 1. The purpose of the project is to understand the different types of persuasive speeches and deliver a persuasive speech to the club meeting. With this, I wish all the best to Toastmaster Purna Chandra. Over to you.
Thank you, Evaluator 1, for introducing your speech objectives in such a nice way. Now, let me call upon our prepared speaker 1, Toastmaster Purna Chand. Toastmaster Purna Chand, I will be there for you. I will be there for you, Toastmaster Purna Chand. Over to you.
Yeah, before that, am I clearly visible and audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Imagine you are a child again. No worries, no responsibilities, just endless dreams and excitement. You believe you are a superhero. What if that superhero start fading away? Life greatest lessons aren't come from books or classrooms. They come from the people around us. Have you ever thought that someone are there for you, guides you, teach you through happiness? Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and honorable guests. As a child, I felt like a superhero. My parents encouraged me. My friends cheered for me. I felt life is so easy. But there was one thing everyone called me innocent. It feels like compliment now, but my friends have different meaning. These guys know nothing. If you give a chit to him, he will definitely cut to us, sir. And he also take us down. And from years, I think innocent means having beautiful heart. But one day, my friend came in front of me and said, "Bro, you are so innocent, and it's painful to watch you." And after the years passed, the hero inside me slowly fading away. Not because of the films, but because of distractions. I spent hours of time in my mobile phone, drifted away from the family, and I ignored my future. Even my responsibilities are increased. I remain unaware of what was truly important. But I think I was unaware of these things. But my father will always said, "I will be there for you." And in 2018, I went to Tirumala College for my screening test. And I wrote the exam and I got failed. And my parents were so nervous and they were tensed about my future. And then they take the first step and they joined me in KKR Gautam school. And I was directionless which path I need to choose. And then to push me towards my better future, my parents enrolled me into KKR Gautam school. But instead of seeing it as opportunity, I saw it as punishment. I was frustrated, confused, and my father reassured me once again, "I will be there for you." And then the real villain entered in my life. It is COVID 19. I never expected. My parents, my grandparents were affected to COVID 19. I was stunned. Instead of stepping up, I let my fear take over my sister and I went to home, cooking and eating by ourselves, unable to process what was happening. One day, my father took me on a ride and we stopped in his office. I watched my father carefully. He was working, he was working hard and tirelessly handling pressures, leading with confidence. For the first time, I noticed the exhaustion face, yet the quiet satisfaction of a man who gave all his efforts to the work and getting rest. And after that, we visited to our relative's house. Everywhere he went, he spread warmth and strength, happiness to all the members. And that day, I realized my father wasn't just a provider, he is a man who uplifts his presence and made the difference. And after we went to our home, my mom cooked delicious food. And it's the time where I my eat the food that cooked by mother after a long time. There we sit each other and sharing our cheeriest moments from our childhood. And after that, my parents got me through uh, the money which is given to my education. And then he took me to meet the people. He borrowed the money from I could get an education. I watched as he stood there, listening, they scolding with patience, convincing them to give him some more time. He never complained. He never hesitated. He carried the burden not for himself, but for me. And a lump forward in my throat, my eyes were filled with water. And at that moment, I hugged him from back. He turned back and smiled softly. Don't worry, and I will be there for you, Chandu. And I reduced my screen time. I started appreciating my mother's cooking, sharing my day with my loved ones, and spending more time with my family. I focusing on my career, made wise decisions, and actually participating in college activities. Today, my friends confine me, seek my advice, and value my words because I have changed. The greatest lessons aren't come from books or classrooms. They come from the people which are affected for us. And today I started believing in myself and let's make a conscious effort to appreciate the support and be there for our families just as they have always been there for you and us. And today I'm there for them. And what about you guys? And thank you. And what you Toastmaster of the day?
That was an impactful speech, Toastmaster Purna Chand. We truly got involved in your speech. And timer, can we have 1 minute of silence?
Sure.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a gentle reminder, use word of the day and idiom of the day in your speeches. Thank you.
One minute is over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amarnath. We have another important speaker who is going to give his speech today. That is our speaker two, Toastmaster Ayush, who is a student currently in third year of his college, pursuing BTech Computer Science, who has joined Toastmasters 9 months ago and who loves going for educational tours. But before introducing or calling the speaker onto the stage, let's call his evaluator, Toastmaster Noor, to introduce his evaluation objectives. Over to you, evaluator Toastmaster Noor.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. A very good morning to you all. Today, Toastmaster Ayush is embarking on the dynamic leadership path, level 2, project 1, understanding your leadership style. Now, the objectives of Toastmaster Ayush is to clearly present your chosen leadership style or styles, providing relatable examples or anecdotes. Organize your speech logically, ensuring smooth transitions and coherence throughout. Highlight specific traits or behaviors characteristic of your leadership style, illustrating their effectiveness or potential areas for growth. Engage your audience with a speaking style suited to your personality. It can be humorous, inspirational, informative, or a combination of the above. Demonstrate an understanding of how leadership styles impact teamwork, decision making, or organizational culture. Use effective vocal variety and body language to reinforce key points and enhance audience connection. And finally, conclude your speech with a memorable insight or actionable takeaway about leadership style. The title of Toastmaster Ayush's speech is Skill I Learned. Skill I Learned, Toastmaster Ayush. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Noor. Now, let me call upon our speaker to Toastmaster Ayush. A skill I learned, Toastmaster Ayush. Over to you.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for giving me this stage in Toastmaster in front of you. My journey begins with when I joined my college. I was very excited to go, but I had a certain fever because the college was very far from my place where I live, and and I feared that how will I make friends? All are different people which I have in my school days. Initially, I faced problem, but somehow I make friends like by having small interaction. Can you give me my pen? Where is our classroom? Where I could go there? My first year of my college went not as expected, but in the second year, it turns a great turn. I explored colleges and joined one of my club, that is Sentinel Club. I was a part of member. It was newly opened in our department. I interacted with various seniors and also become vice president of my club. When I become vice president, I don't have a certain leadership skill. The first thing I learned that leadership is not about forcing others. It's about influencing. In the start, we were facing problem how to manage people. That was a great thing I have learned. Also, in my college, there was certain people who were uh, having going to educational tours such as for hackathons. I also have a keen excitement in this. This I have keen interest leads me to interact with various seniors and try to interact and gain more friends. I also then I traveled to Delhi, Triple IT Delhi, for my first hackathon. It was a great experience. In the next year, in my club, we were trying to organize a small event uh, that is cyber awareness. This event initially planned, but at the last moment, we cannot execute properly. That was one of my first failure which I have experienced, but we suddenly have done damage control and organized the very next day. It was a proper managed and many good feedback on this. And our team size also increased from 5 to 10 members. Also, a next thing I've learned, whenever I'm free, I love trying to cook. I don't know whether I can cook properly, but I'm still learning in this. The next thing, okay, mm, uh, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Speaker 2, for your wonderful speech. Kudos to you. Now, Zoom Master, can we have polling for best speaker?
Sure. Toastmaster Deeksha. As a with respect to time, only one speaker is qualified for the polling.
Okay, done. Now, till now we have discussed three flavors: sweet, bitter, and sour. There is one another flavor which adds spice into our life. Just like table topics add spice into every Toastmaster segment, where speakers embrace challenges and get to learn a different thing from every question. Today, we have Toastmaster Adi as our table topic master to conduct an engaging table topic session. So, let me hand over the stage to Toastmaster Adi. Over to you.
Greetings of the day, everyone. Now that we have come to very fun and interesting session of Toastmasters, we shall enjoy. And happy Ugadi to all. I hope today I will deliver a very wonderful questions which will, get all the memories back and help you to relive them again. So firstly, you'll have time for 2 minutes. At 1 minute, you'll get green card. 1 minute, 30 seconds, you'll get yellow card. At 2 minutes, you'll get red card. You'll have 30 seconds buffer time. But please, everyone, make sure to use the time properly. And even if you're feeling nervous, just make sure to speak until 1 minute so that you'll be qualified. Now that we have introduced the session, let's start with volunteers. Who would like to volunteer first? We have Saurabh Tiwari raising his hand. Okay. He's a senior Toastmaster, so let's just give a difficult one for him.
Okay.
Okay, I got a good question now. Toastmaster Saurabh, life is a mixture of ups and downs. What's one moment when you had to savor the sour to appreciate the sweet? Life is a mixture of ups and downs. What's the one moment when you had to savor the sour to appreciate the sweet? Toastmaster Saurav.
June 2024. My manager, who sits in a different office in a different city, visited Hyderabad, which is the place where I live and I work, and he wanted to meet me. As per the schedule, we met and we had a long discussion. During that discussion, I realized that in place of counting so many good things that I have done, he is trying to ignore a lot of good things and trying to count things which are not going good in the team. My immediate reaction was, let me disagree with him. Let me react to what he is saying and let me prove that, hey, I am right. What you are saying is not correct. But I decided to take 2 steps back and to save the sweet or protect the sweet, I wanted to use that sour experience in a smart way, making silence my weapons and thinking deep inside my mind, I realized reacting is not the best option. Let me respond to the situation. Let me listen to him and then, in a structured way, explain him why I think he's not right and why he needs to change his mind. And then, in an organized way, I started telling the sequence of activities that took place and how I contributed to my success, to the success of my team, and to the success of my manager. This act of mine of being silent, taking 2 steps back, respecting his thoughts, and proving things are right in other way around made me the winner that day. And from that day till now, my manager likes me and respects me. Table topics master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saurav. Look, everyone, when I told you that he's a senior Toastmaster and he can answer any question, you gave a wonderful advice to every one of us. So when we're in the heat of the moment, let's just take a deep breath, take a step back, and think about it properly so that we can make the sweetest outcome of it. Thank you so much. Next, we have Ganesh Rawat. Yeah.
Sorry to interject. I hope everybody able to see the timer, right, on the screen.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Toastmaster Ganesh. Okay. Life often serves as unexpected flavors. What's the weirdest or most unexpected flavor you have encountered in your journey? Life often serves as unexpected flavors. What's the weirdest or most unexpected flavor you have encountered in your journey? Toastmaster Ganesh.
Life is not a smooth road to follow. It's a topsy-turvy path we are going every day. And in life, as happens with everyone, we all have certain goals in life, and we all want to achieve those goals. And we have limited time. The journey we are traveling from one point to other point. We don't know where is our destination, at which point we need to depart this planet. We don't know that, but we are traveling this limited journey, and in this limited that travel we are going every day. We all want to goals, and where a lot of unexpected things are happening, as life is unexpected, things can happen at any point. So most of the time, what happens, we are not prepared with those things. We want everything should go our way, but that doesn't happen. So I'm not an exception. It happened with me at many occasions where I decided to do one thing, but something other is happening in between, and I felt depressed. I disappointed. I'm not feeling good. Then at that point, one such point, when I got less marks in my class 10th examination, I thought life is not for me now, and now there's no future for me now. I was feeling embarrassed that what people will say, what our parents will say. Uh, yes. So, but then at that point, how to motivate ourselves, how to, but when you're very young, that time it is very difficult to motivate yourself and get those stories and be a motivated person. But yes, something happened because I'm spiritual since very beginning in life. The spiritual power told me that no, life is there. I can do better in future, and then I did complete all my education and doing good now. Thank you. So we also always should be ready for unexpected events in life and keep doing our effort. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh, for the wonderful speech. Your speech told us how important it is to find the motivation during unexpected flavors that happen in our life. Thank you. Now we have Toastmaster Manoj. He's also a great person to learn from how to speak table topics. So let's give them a great question. Toastmaster Manoj, they say variety is the spice of life. What's the one flavor you find hard to appreciate, but you know it's essential for growth? They say variety is the spice of life. What's the one flavor you find hard to appreciate, but you know it's essential for growth? Toastmaster Manoj.
Happy morning to each one of you. I didn't say unhappy morning to each one of you. Using a positive word, if it can bring happiness and joy in our face, it has got power. The words have got power. Power to change the ambience that we are seated in, hence constant. But to appreciate this happiness, we need to taste the bitterness of life. If we do not understand what bitterness is, we cannot appreciate what happiness is. 2011, I was in a remote locality in Assam, a small place called Golpara, about 3 hours, about 200 kilometers off from the capital city, Guwahati. In a school, posted as the vice principal, looking after the welfare of about 500 young adults, studying from class 6 to class 12. And I was expecting my next promotion. And suddenly, in the month of December, I get a call from one of my seniors. Manoj, your name doesn't figure in the list. I'm amazed. Even I too was amazed. It was a bittersweet pill for me to devour and digest. For next fortnight, I couldn't come to terms with this. That's finished. Is life over? I didn't make it. I was totally hopeful. In fact, I promised all the students we'll have a gala party. It's all over. As a human being, it did. Taste too very bitter. It took bit of time. Then I could have choose to remain aloof. No, I didn't dilute my standards. And till date, I'm in a position to make a difference undiluted, making a difference in life of others by the brand of sincerity, and honesty. Bitterness is also good to understand happiness. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. I hope that's a great advice for all of us. Bitterness is important for growth. We'll keep in mind. Thank you. Now we have Toastmaster Sonu B.
Yes, hi.
Yes. Okay. What's the best lesson you have learned from a bitter moment in your life? How did it eventually turn sweet? Toastmaster Sonu, what's the best lesson you have learned from a bitter moment in your life? How did it eventually turn sweet? Toastmaster Sonu.
Yes, so I have learned few lessons from my father itself, like how to maintain time and all. So I never used to maintain time. Like I always used to wake up late and sleep late during my college days. So uh, like because of that, like I was missing out on few of the things in my life, which are good things, and like always, and also lacking behind in some of the things. So my father, like he being an army person, so he always used to like be punctual, maintain the time and all. So he gave me a few suggestions like what I should do and how to get better as a person. So those were some of the things which I learned from him. And today, like I'm working as a software engineer, and so like I mean, those days where he gave me the motivation and all, it all helped me to really crack the interviews and all, and like it helped me a lot. And today I'm in a better position. So yeah, those were the things that helped me.
Yes. Thank you, Sonu, for your speech. It's true that we always need to keep our father's advice in mind. Thank you. Now we have Toastmasters Shravana Kumar. Shravana Kumar, are you there?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm here. Sorry.
Yes, it's okay. Okay. Imagine, Toastmaster Shravana Kumar, imagine you could add a new flavor to life. What would it be and how would it change your perspective on the world? Imagine you could add a new flavor to life. What would it be and how would it change your perspective on the world? Toastmaster Shravana Kumar.
Um, what would add? Of course, the day what we are having is today is a new hopes, new beginnings. That's where the meaning about this Ugadi that it brings us. So when you want to have a new perspective in life, is when you're thinking about something um, positively, that gives you the new perspective. Let's imagine that you have been going through certain challenges. When I take my example, I was a couple of years back that my manager called me. Usually, he will ping for any kinds of suggestions or required or any other, the brainstorming sessions. But that day, he came to my desk and then he called me to his separate cabin. That time I didn't know that because we recently had talked about the performance appraisals and other things that was over. So still there was an why there is an why he has been called. So that suspense moment was there. So when I went back to his cabin, then he started talking about, look, the technology what we are looking currently, the legacy is becoming obsolete. So we need to enhance our skill, because it seems like I have been doing it for many years, many more years. Then it changed my perspective that how I can do the new thing. But then there is the perspective it comes in with that. Yes, the only thing is that the learning is the one that we can hope on that aspect. Like that is where I could able to transform myself from, that is the transition started happening from the old aspect to the new perspective. So that's why I could able to make the new wonders in life. So with that, I would like to have a new perspective, new hopes, new beginnings. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmasters Shravana Kumar. Of course, learnings are important, and learnings are the only thing which can help us to transform ourselves. Thank you so much for bringing this topic. Next, we have Toastmaster Rahul Dubey.
Thank you, Table Topic Master.
Okay, now, Toastmaster Rahul, if you could have a dish made with all the flavors of your life, what would it look like? What would be the main ingredient? If you could have a dish made with all the flavors of your life, what would it look like? What would be the main ingredient? Toastmaster Rahul.
Starting as a child, I was very nervous. Knowing nothing about this world, there was all curiosity the day when I born. Since that time, I started learning a new language, a sign language, how to call my mom. Slowly, I grown up. Out of curiosity, I learned what we call the different people. By the age of 2, I realized, okay, this is my name. How should I pronounce? Curiosity is the main ingredient of my life since the childhood. Even when I grow up, I had lot of things. May not be I was not the number one in my class, but I was number one in terms of the questions to my teacher. Mathematics was a favorite subject for me because I was so curious. You know what? Every time when it was summer vacation, for me, summer vacation was not for going out and playing a lot of games. It was I'm in a new class altogether. It's month of May. I simply took my math book and I used to solve my whole mathematics book by understanding the examples and self-learning it. That was the curiosity, intensity I wanted to have since start. That is the main ingredient. But slowly when I grown up, I realized it is not just enough to be a bookworm. Because when my sister won an award in an athletic, my dad was very proud of her. I say, oh, Rahul, you need to get yourself in other fields as well. And started training myself for other games. I choose 3 games on which I want to excel because I want to grown up. I want to have myself grown up as an all-rounder performer, just like an all-round batsman in IPL who is in great demand. Correct? That's how. In my life, you find enthusiasm, you find energy, you find understanding and maturity sometimes because I portray it when it is exactly needed. Else, be foolish so that you learn everything. Be foolish so that life laugh on you laugh on yourself, and everybody enjoys your surrounding, your energy. And that ingredient, if you are able to make it, you'll get nothing else. You should call it as Rahul the way. Would you like to taste it, Table Topic Master? Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul, for bringing a great energy into the room. Thank you so much. And of course, curiosity is very important. I'll try to improve my curiosity as well. Thank you. Now, as the time is running out, we have to end the TT session. I hope everyone had a great time. And the ones who raised hands, I seriously hope next time we'll get the chance. Thank you so much. Toastmaster Amarnath, can you please start the polling?
Sure, Toastmaster Adi. Give me a sec.
Yes. In the meantime, can we all take a picture? Please put on your camera so that we can see your beautiful places. Let's have a huge smile and let's take a picture, please. Toastmaster Amar, are you taking the picture?
Adi, can you take it? Meanwhile, I'll read the poll.
Sure. Thank you so much, everyone. Now let's complete the polling.
Out of 20, we just received 14. We still give 10 seconds. Last few seconds to end the poll. 3, 2, 1. All right, we are ending the poll now. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Now I hand over the meeting to Toastmasters of the day, Toastmaster Deeksha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adi. What an energy, what an interactive session. I'm truly impressed. Without a further ado, as we are running late, let me hand over the stage to the general evaluator to provide his constructive evaluation. Over to you, general evaluator Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Deeksha. What an amazing meeting. I think it's reviving most of our communication skills, as I said in the beginning. I really enjoyed the prepared speeches and then the table topics and all the speakers whomever came up on the stage. So first, I would like to call the evaluators for the prepared speeches. On that front, we have the first evaluator, who is Toastmaster Bandana. Toastmaster Bandana, the podium is yours. Please come forward.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Greetings, fellow Toastmasters, and a special one to Toastmaster Purna Chand. Eloquent, poignant, and compiling. These are the three words came up when I heard your speech. I will be there for you. You were the story which you have told today was heartfelt journey of your self-discovery and gratitude, woven through personal stories that resonate deeply. And the choice of chronologically explaining from your childhood to your adulthood, narrating a natural flow of events in your life, showing as an innocent person, how you thought changing a school being instead of opportunity, you thought it to be a punishment. So all this perspective really added a lot of connection to not only added a connection to the audience, but we kept it engaged throughout your speech and ending your each story with a central theme that your father has that unwavering patience and a support for you, that he is there for you throughout all your lows and highs, which was beautifully like leaving the audience with a reflective takeaways. Like you said about reducing screen time and appreciating your family and believing yourself. These are some of the commendable things which I really liked about your speech. While your speech was impactful, there are definitely areas of improvement and refinement required. I found some sentences were repeated. For example, the instance of you going to a new school show some nervousness. In some places, you have given a short pause or use some filler words, which has actually affected your crispness or the flow or the rhythm of your speech. So additionally to this, your eye contact was going here and there while you were speaking. So to recommend and to improve these aspects of your speech, I would recommend you to do the practice more before coming and delivering it here, maybe in front of your parents, your friends, or in front of a mirror if you don't find any, reducing your filler words. So with this little more refinement, the speech has a potential to even become more powerful and more persuasive. Keep honing your craft because every speaker goes through a phase of revival. After all, life is a mix of bag, full of emotions and happiness. Thank you. With this, I give it to TMOD.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Bandana, for that lovely evaluation. I resonate with most of your comments. While I have one more comment for the speaker, I truly enjoyed your speech, Toastmaster Purna. And yeah, what I felt is you were too serious while you were speaking. I think you can even add a little bit of a smile whenever you were talking about your happiest moment. I remember you said that, there was a happy moment when your father, congratulated you. So you can add such kind of gestures and facial expressions, which will add more life to your speech. So I'm looking forward for your next speech with the wonderful topic again. So congratulations for making it up today. So next, let's call upon the second evaluator, who is Toastmaster Noor Mohammed, to come forward and take the virtual podium.
Thank you, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. Very good day to you all. Before I start my evaluation, may I request Toastmaster Ayush to switch on his camera? Toastmaster Ayush, are you there?
Yes.
Fantastic. Can you switch on your camera, please? Thank you. So, Toastmaster Ayush, what a brave attempt. Now, I was not as good as you when I delivered my first speech. I froze for 2 minutes in front of a 60-member audience. Believe me, pat yourself on your back and know that life is a mixed bag. See the speech as a stepping stone for your next successful speech. Now, let me tell you what I found interesting about your speech. Now, you are honest, sincere, and bold. Now, I saw that honesty in your speech when you spoke about your fears of meeting new people at a faraway college. I also glimpsed the ability to accept failure when you told how the cyber awareness event plummeted due to the 11th hour planning. I love the sincerity throughout your speech, Toastmaster Ayush. Your eyes rolled up when you try to remember something. It is a subtle body cue which implies sincerity as you're recollecting an event. Now, you told your story from how you realized that leadership is not about exerting power, rather, it is about positive influence. Now, I also liked how the whole speech was about your personal experiences. It allowed me to connect with you and how you felt during the journey in your college. Thank you for sharing your story. Now, there are a couple of things, Toastmaster, that you might want to consider to make your future speeches more effective and engaging. Number one, don't worry about the audience for now. Just think that you're talking to a friend or a sibling whenever you get nervous. Talk about anything when you get stuck. The audience doesn't know what is the sequence of your speech. Believe me, they have no idea what you're going to speak next. Now, as you speak, you will connect the dots. All right. So when you forget something, speak something. Right. Number two, speak with confidence. When you are on the stage, you own it. You are the boss. Take control of that stage. It is your speech, and people are listening to you. You control their attention. Right. So take that control and speak confidence. Number three, practice writing the introduction paragraph and the conclusion paragraph and memorize it. Practice as much as you can. People remember the start and the end. Your in between speech will improve with time. First, focus on that introduction and conclusion and make them count. Overall, I think Toastmaster Ayush, I see potential in you. I see an honest man speaking sincerely and bravely. I believe if you focus on one aspect at a time, you will in no time will be an authentic speaker who can influence emphatically. And I wish you only the best, Toastmaster. Back to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Noor. I know that this evaluation is going to really add value to our speakers' next speech. So all your feedback are so valuable that even all of us can resonate with you. And one more thing which I felt in my view that even I had faced a situation where I too forget, whenever I speak up. So what in this case, I will recommend you is Toastmaster Ayush. You can find like 5 keywords for your main crux of your speech and make sure that, you have that 5 words by hearted before your speech so that, it will be very easy for you to remember what are the key points that you're going to talk. I do that very often whenever I deliver my speech. And same as what I told to the earlier speaker, Purna Chand, you can also add your emotions to your speech because now when Toastmaster Noor was giving his evaluation, you smiled a little bit and that was really good to see. So that kind of emotions you can add to your speech, which will help you to connect well with the audience. And don't worry about the audience as such. Audience are never know whether you forget anything or not. So don't show up on your face and you can just move on with whatever the next content that you want to cover. In overall, I really liked your speech and all the best for your next upcoming powerful speech, which we are waiting to hear from you. Okay, with that, I think we are concluding the prepared speeches evaluation for now. And then next is moving on to our table topics. So I think we had so many speakers today. 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 7 speakers had a very good speech, delivered their very good table topic speeches. In that row, the first is our most favorite DTM Saurav Tiwari. I think he had delivered his table topic, which resonated well with me also, because I had also faced a similar situation with my manager and he also helped us to how we can overcome such situation. So adding a personal story always is helps you connect with that person very well. I think Saurav did that very well today. Thank you, Saurav, for that wonderful table topic attempt that you have given today. Next, coming to Ganesh. I think Ganesh speech connected with me as well. Unexpected flavor in life. I think he took that part very well and he spoke on that topic. One thing I felt is, Ganesh, I think you started your personal story towards the end of the green screen. Whenever the green screen showed up, what you could have done is you could have just started immediately. Immediately when you were presented the topic, you can start with your personal story immediately so that you don't have to summarize like what is this topic all about, what you think about the topic. Rather, you can straight away go to your personal story. That way you will have more time to talk about your topic, right? Yes, and the third is variety. I think Toastmaster Manoj, no doubt, he's a seasoned speaker. I think variety, when there is a variety, which is the one quality that you would want to consider, which is bitterness. I think Manoj had mentioned bitterness is most important quality that we all should think about, because if it's all that we have is happiness, then we will not be able to enjoy it, right? So yeah, coming forward to the next speaker, I think sleeping late and waking up early. So that is, sorry, sleeping late and waking up early. I think his father is an army person who is punctual. I think Toastmaster Sonu had made a great attempt as well in this topic. I really enjoyed it. And one thing I felt is whenever you're talking, the speakers can come on camera, because when you are coming on camera and speaking, I think audience can relate to you very well, because some of them pinged me and also asked, who is the speaker talking today, talking on the stage. And the next person is Saravana Kumar. I think he mentioned a very clear point about learning, that learning is the only aspect which transforms our life, which I really liked about this table topic. And next, coming to last but not the least, Rahul, what an energy you carried in your table topic. I really enjoyed it. And the way you took the topic immediately when it is presented without further thoughts, it was really amazing. I truly enjoyed your topic. Curiosity, yes, I also resonate with you. Curiosity is one aspect of life which when we add it to our life, I think it really is wonderful, right? So such a wonderful table topic section today. And next, let me call upon our tag team to present their reports. Now, let me call upon our timer to present the timer report.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Vikram. I've already posted my report over the chat. Coming to these prepared speeches, speaker 2 didn't meet the qualified time. So he stopped at 4 minutes 45 seconds. So we see a disqualification on that. All other are qualified with respect to time. And overall, we have started meeting 5 minutes late, but still we are on track to conclude it on the time. That's on the timer report.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Amar, for your timer report. I hope the speakers can look at their time on the report which is shared. And next, let me call upon our R counter, Toastmaster Sarika, to present her report.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Vikram sir. And I'm back with my report. Once again, greetings everyone. Toastmaster of the day, you have more than 3 accounts, it's totally fine. General Evaluator, you have more than 3 accounts, no repeated words, no pauses. Speaker 1, you have 3 accounts. Speaker 2, you have 3 accounts. Evaluator 1, you have... Hello. Evaluator 1, you have 2 accounts. Toastmaster Adilakshmi, TTM, you have 0 accounts. Kudos to you. Table topic speaker 1, distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh sir, you have 0 accounts. Toastmaster Ganesh, you have 2 accounts. Toastmaster Manoj, you have 0 accounts. Toastmaster Sonu, you have 3 accounts. It's totally fine. Toastmaster Shravan Kumar, you have 2 accounts. Toastmaster Rahul, you have 0 accounts and 0 repeated words. And kudos to Evaluator 2, Table Topic Master, Table Topic Speaker 1, Toastmaster Saurabh, and Manoj sir and Rahul. All of you, you have 0 accounts, 0 repeated words. Your speeches are fantastic. As the Ugadi celebration, your speeches are mixed of flavors without any disturbances. Your speeches are crisp and clear. Overall, today's meeting was a flavorful mix of confidence and improvement. Let's continue striving for speeches that are crisp, clear, and impactful, as well as well-balanced Ugadi Pachadi. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sarika, for your lovely energy and the report that you presented. Yes, I agree with you that I have to improve on my accounts. And thank you for your keen observation and presenting your report. And next, let's move on with our grammarian, Toastmaster Nitin, to present his report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Greetings once again, everyone. I'm back with my report of word of the day and idiom of the day. For word of the day, Toastmaster Manoj, Toastmaster Sarika, Toastmaster Vikram, and Toastmaster Bandana use the word of the day. And coming to idiom of the day, Toastmaster Sarika, Toastmaster Bandana, Toastmaster Noor Hamad, and Toastmaster Vikram use the idiom of the day. Let's have a big round of applause for these papers. Kudos to everyone. Thank you. Coming to grammarian report, the good uses of Toastmaster Mano used the word bitterness, and Toastmaster Vikram used the word red, renunate. And coming to bad usages, one of the speaker used I explore college. It could be better if it says I explore myself in college. And one of the speaker used she in place of he. There's a gender mistake in a grammar. And thank you so much everyone. Stay back to gender welter.
Thank you, Grammarian Toastmaster Nitin, for that great report that you presented. So coming to my tag team, I think I really enjoyed the way the tag team had performed today, from the timer, counter, and the grammarian. What I really liked is the grammarian. I think you followed an aspect of using the word of the day immediately after you had announced the word. And that was really amazing because it helped us to use it immediately as soon as you have announced that word during your introduction. I think that is something that I wish we take forward in our further meetings as well. And one more thing I felt is today we have a lot of youngsters in this meeting, and which really added a lot of energy to our club and this meeting as well. And we had DTMs, two DTMs in our meeting today, and really they enlightened us with their knowledge and their speeches, which really made it one of the best meeting, I would say. And no, I think I want to also talk about our TMOD, Deeksha. What a lovely theme that you had taken today. And today it's also resonating with the festival that we are celebrating, Ugadi. And you had taken us through the different flavors of life through your through the way that you have presented your section, the TMOD section. I truly enjoyed it. So one thing that I wanted to tell you is, which will improve your next upcoming TMOD session would be, you can add a lot of hooks whenever you can. But like for example, when you are leaving the stage, what you can see, what you can do is you can hook the audience by asking, "Do you know what is my favorite flavor?" And then you can wait the audience to look for your answer. So that way you will hook up the audience very well, and they will be interested to know from you better. And when you're also introducing the speakers, you can give the introduction first. For example, he's so and so, and then the name of that speaker. So that way it creates a lot of curiosity in listening to your introduction about the different speakers. And also one more thing is, you gave us 1 minute time for us to before the next upcoming speech, but you could have told us also that all of you please send your comments to the speaker, so that our people who don't know that they have to write a comment to the speaker, they will also be able to write it. But otherwise, your theme and the way you have taken us through this was wonderful. And you also brought in a new energy to our club today. Thank you so much for that lovely session today. And yeah, those are all the things which I observed. Overall, I think on the timing aspect, we started like 5 minutes late. From the next time, I would say that, we can start on time if all the speakers and the role players are taking up the stage, coming to the meeting soon. And overall, I truly enjoyed the meeting. And back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for your great suggestions. They really help us to improve from the next meeting. And till now, we have discussed 4 flavors of life, and still we have 2 important flavors, that is salty and tangy. Imagine eating fries without salt. Isn't it interesting or boring? We can't eat them without salt. In the same way, salt adds a crucial flavor to our dishes. So friendships, our sweat and perseverance shape our journey. In the same way, salt is an important flavor in every food item. We all need to embrace these moment of friendships and relationships in our lives. Even though we get hardships, we need to attach to them, we need to feel their spirit and go forward. At the same time, together, these flavors make our life complete and give us the wholesome experience as the mixed bag of emotions. And tanginess helps adds twist to our life, gives you unexpected surprises and unplanned datas that keep life exciting and fresh. With this, I conclude my role as your Toastmaster of the day, hoping that, like Ugadi, you embrace every flavor that life serves you. Over to you, presiding officer, Toastmaster Adi.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Deeksha. I really need to appreciate you how you align the flavors with Toastmasters. That is one thing. At the same time, you explain the flavors in such a way that all of us are able to relate to it. You put in a lot of effort. Thank you so much. We enjoyed it a lot. Now I request Toastmaster Amar to launch the best auxiliary role player poll.
Sure, Toastmaster Adi. There are a couple of ones that coming in. Please cast your votes. Yeah. Linking the auxiliary role players. Poll. Poll is on your screen. Please go ahead and vote. Cast your votes. Concluding the poll in few seconds. Please cast your 3, 2, 1. We're running the poll.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Now we have best lead role player poll. Amar, please launch it.
Before that, we'll launch the poll for evaluator, then we'll go for lead role players.
Yes.
Last few seconds to end the poll. All right, we're concluding the poll. Launching the poll for lead player roles. Please go ahead and vote. All right, we're ending the poll now.
Yes. Thank you so much for launching the polls. Now let's just take a feedback, valuable feedback from our guest. Guest Abhiram, can you please give us the feedback? How did you feel about the meeting? And
Once again, greetings to all. Actually, I feel very kind of getting new knowledge about the things going on this meeting. Next of all, I have also catch up on my mistakes what I have done in earlier speeches when I had given in my school, and I also got to know about the time limits and the time of speech which were given by the speakers also, and then that's all. That's I got to know. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the meeting. Next, can we get the feedback from Toastmaster Kalyan Chaitanya?
Well, it was like a perfect Ugadi show with all the combinations. And as I said, I love being part of this club, attending the sessions, which I've missed. And all the prepared speeches or table topics were also interesting. And thank you very much, Lakshmi, for engaging the people for all the 1 hour, 1.5 hour, more than that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kalyan. It was great to hear your feedback. Now, the moment we are eagerly waiting, I'll just tell the names of the people who won the poll. So let's go with best speaker as we have only one eligible speaker. We have Toastmaster Purna Chand for the best speaker. Congratulations, everyone. Please give him a clap. Next, we have best evaluator. We have, without no doubt, DTM Noor Mohammed. Congratulations. I think there is no need to be shocked. DTM Noor, you deserve it. Thank you so much. Next, we have best auxiliary role player. Best table topics. Best table topics. We have Toastmaster Rahul Dubey. Your curiosity won. Thank you and congratulations. Next, we have best auxiliary role player, Toastmaster Sarika. Thank you so much for your efforts and aligning it with the theme. Your content has wonderfully aligned with the theme. I appreciate it so much. Thank you and congratulations. Next, we have best lead role player. Without no doubt, Toastmaster Deeksha. Congratulations. And thank you so much for giving us this wonderful topic. We enjoyed it a lot. Thank you. Now, yes.
Diksha, can you come on camera? We'll take a picture.
Yeah.
There you are. Yeah. Done. Thank you.
Yes. Now I officially adjourn the meeting. Thank you everyone for joining and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a couple of jokes. Panonji, with your permission. All right.
Yes, sir.
What do you call a lazy man in space? What do you call?
Astronaut?
Not astronaut.
Easy
Astronaut
man.
is just a man in space. What do you call a lazy man in space? Procrastinaut.
Oh.
Oh my
All right. And now you know a star in the sky which shines very bright, right? Sirius, right? You know the star Sirius. It shines very bright in the sky. Now, what is the name of the star which is next to it? Casual. Sirius, casual. I know
Is
my
it?
jokes are so amazing that you people have no other option than to laugh. All right.
No, we are speechless.
What was the most positive thing about the US in the 70s? What was the most those was the days of hip hop and the what was the most positive thing about the US in the 70s? HIV. All right. Now this is slightly difficult one. Now, what is the truth that is only true for Abhishek Bachchan? When we were kids, our parents used to tell us something. That statement is only true for Abhishek Bachchan now. What is that statement? It's in Hindi. If you speak Hindi, you can figure it out.
Is it the dialogue from Sholay? I don't know the
No,
dialogue, but I know.
nah,
No.
no, not Basanti. All right. Every parent used to tell their child when we are kids, "Abhi pad le, baad mein aish hai." It is only true for Abhishek Bachchan.
Okay.
All right. Now, how do napkins fight? You saw the napkins, right, on the table. How do napkins
Yes.
fight? Do you know that napkins fight? How do they fight? Tissue, tissue.
Oh,
Yes.
nice one.
All right, that's all for today, guys. See you all next week. If you want to take up roles, please do volunteer. Time is up now. So anybody wants to take up roles for the next meeting, please